Okay, so I have a coordinate. Remember that I can always plug a coordinate into any equation. If I do that, I still have two variables here. So last day, when we solved for A and B, I did it in this way. I said that B was equal to 1n, A was equal to 3n, like that, and I solved for n. Okay, I'm going to do it slightly differently because and again, you don't have to do it this way. It's just going to show you some different options. I'm actually going to solve this expression here, and I end up with this. I end up with 3b is equal to a when I just cross multiply that. Okay, so I can replace the a with a 3b. Okay, so if that's really the case, then well, that's great because I can just, instead of having two variables, I now replace that one variable with a b variable. So my equation then looks like this. So I'll rewrite this all out now. So x plus 3 squared over, instead of a, I'm going to use 3b squared. I'm just going to put the outside brackets as blue to show that that was actually the a squared that I'm using, minus y minus 3 squared over b squared equals negative 1. And again, that negative is because it's trans y, which we established before. So then I just need to solve for b. I'm just going to plug in my x and y now. Okay, so my x and y, I have it in red up here. So it's going to look like this. I'm going to plug in my x and y. I'm just going to change the color to orange just so that's a little bit more clear. My x was 6 root 3 minus 3. So it's going to be 6 root 3 minus 3 plus 3, which cancels out the 3's, over 9b squared minus, okay, the y was equal to 7. So y is equal to 7 minus 3 squared over b squared equals negative 1, multiplied through by 9b squared. So this is going to end up being 6 squared times 3, which is 18. Oh, sorry, the 3's cancel out. So 6 squared times 3 is 36 times 3 is 72. 36 times 3 is 108. 8 minus 16 times 9, and that's going to be equal to negative 9b squared. So I've multiplied everything through by 9b squared. Okay, so then 108 minus 16 times 9 is 144 is equal to negative 9b squared. Okay, so this works out to be negative 36 divided by negative 9 equals b squared. So b squared equals 4. B equals plus minus 2. Okay, so we know we can just keep the plus 2. If b is equal to 2, then the a value, a must be equal to, well, 3b equals a, so 3b, 3 times 2, a is 6. So there it is. I've got my b and a values. I can now finish my equation off. My equation looks like this. It's going to be from here. I'm going to get my final equation, x plus 3 squared over a was 6, so we're going to over 36 minus y minus 3 squared, and the b value was 2, so it's going to be over 4, and it's going to equal to negative 1. There's my equation of my hyperbola. Putting it into the graph form then, we know it's trans y, we know it goes up 2, so instead of going up 1, it's going to be up 2, okay, down 2, so maybe somewhere around here, maybe that's a little bit high, okay, so right about there, there's my vertex, sketch in my hyperbola through there, okay, and the location of that vertex is going to be -3, 1. Okay, if I just double check, b was equal to 2, and this is going to be -3, +5 is the location of those two vertices.